joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my
Helldivers 2 is one of the first special games of the year. When I think of it, I think of that meme with a guy wrapped to the ceiling with duct tape. It's like saying, okay, just one more game and then playing for several more hours until...
I don't feel so good. I don't know what's happening.
Become part of something larger than yourself. To spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy!
The Helldivers is being hailed as one of the greatest co-op multiplayer experiences of the year, but you might also be wondering if this game is any good if you're planning on playing it alone. We'll get back to that in a bit, but first I want to talk about why Helldivers 2 is the game that's currently on everybody's lips. There hasn't been a game in recent memory for me that takes co-op and restores it back to the times when you grouped up with your friends and ended up laughing at just how unseriously the game takes you, your victories, and your failures. The game itself just leads to friends getting up to nonsense with or against each other, and the writing has some hilarious moments that had me giggling amidst the goops of alien corpses who had just been served a big, fresh, hot plate of The aim of the game is to protect Super Earth. Super Earth government piles on the propaganda to get you enlisted, runs you through a tutorial you probably won't remember because you'll be laughing too much at the narrator, pops you a cloak and a ship, and then drops you off on the front lines of the galactic war. With your newly named ship and Helldiver cloak and not much else, to enact democracy upon the automations and Terminates, all the while listening to one of the best soundtracks I've heard in a while. For a game that costs less than usual, the amount of content and hours you can pour in here are insane. Every planet has multiple missions and no mission is ever the same. Not because the developers have gone the way of procedural generation, mind you, but because care has been given to environments and missions, and there's often optional objectives that take you way off the beaten path and provide a whole other level of unexpected gameplay and bug termination. Helldivers 2 adds a level of complexity to gameplay by having all your missions be on a timer. You can't just pop off to a planet and spend 20 minutes trying to down a boss bug that you aren't ready for. When that timer hits 0, you start to lose essential parts of your arsenal called stratagems. These could be resupply drops, heavy artillery, and even your lives. So, when out dealing democracy to those pesky enemies, there's always a need to be thinking on your feet. It does add some serious challenge on some missions. Normally, as someone who completely dislikes anything time-gated, this mechanic actually sits rather well with me. Other cool mechanics include having to watch your resources. A reload discards all remaining bullets, it doesn't just fill up the clip. I'm completely in the habit of reloading after every encounter as done in most FPS games, so this really screwed me multiple times.
shame.
If you get injured in the arm or leg, that affects the way you can handle your gun and walk. A lot of tactical thinking went into this and I am into it. You progress after mission completion and unlock guns, cosmetics and so on. There's a free battle pass and a paid one. The free one almost gives enough currency to buy the paid one, and microtransactions are not insanely priced. The unlocks from missions and battle passes can really affect your gameplay though, in ways like unlocking new gear, guns or stratagems. The more you play, the better equipped you'll be. The better equipped you are, the more you can deal out. It makes for a good gameplay loop.
Nice.
Sometimes, you just feel like taking on some bugs and or robots alone. Either that or maybe you're just into the whole solo thing. Well, the good news is that Helldivers 2 totally accepts you as you are. You can attempt any mission solo, but all mechanics stay the same. However, you do need to be online and have PS Plus on the PS5 playing alone or with friends. I think the real experience and fun is in the co-op, but solo isn't worth writing off. Solo is still a great experience, but it's definitely much better with friends. I even forced a buddy to buy it so we could try and relive some Destiny glory days. The randoms can be a hit or miss, especially with the servers, but I found the community to be pretty cool. Overall, Helldivers is a fantastic addition to PC and PlayStation, and with all the hope I have in the strength of the democracy of Super Earth, I wish to see it on Xbox soon as well. The more Helldivers, the better, right?
Oh, a man can dream, though. A man can dream.
That's our take on Helldivers. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button to let me know. And if you haven't done so yet, we have a lot of great videos coming up, so hit the subscribe button to join us now. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you soon.
Democracy!